Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition All Hecata Chronicle, Berlin Bloodlines. This is episode 8, Bring the Plague. So let's meet our possibly plague-bearing vampires, starting with Avery.
Hello, everyone. It's me, your boy, Avery. Out here doing the thing again, and this evening I will be playing Unsere gnädige Herr Edgar. Wait.
Az?
Hi, I'm Az, or as I was on the social media, because I think I'm funny, and today I will be playing the delicious, delightful, and devious Adelaide Nagaraja, the devil's favorite daughter.
Excellent. Luna?
Hi, I'm Luna, or druidbynight. You can find me at druidbynight on all the things, including Twitch and Patreon. And tonight I will be playing Imogen Lamia.
Rachel?
Hello, everybody. I am Rachel, otherwise known as Azure, and tonight I will be playing Maria Russellini, the Mistress of Ghosts, who actually has necrotic plague, but I don't think it'll be useful tonight.
It might be, I don't know. And Ramos.
Hello everyone, I'm Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere at RamostheNomad. Tonight I will be playing Dr. Tullio Giovanni. Let's do some fucking surgery.
Let's do it. As always, this is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. We've gone over our safety and consent, but please check in with yourselves because your well-being is important to all of us who are playing. All the content warnings for this game will be down in the description below. So if you all are ready, lass uns anfangen, and let's return to Berlin, the next night after the family dinner, where most of you either staked claim or were given claim to the heads of your bloodlines. Last night, accusations against the heads of the Milliner, Pisanobe, and Putanesca bloodlines took place. Discussions of the Shadowbane and its possible location, but perhaps most shockingly, Olivia Duncern met final death at the end of a shotgun held by her brother Osric Duncern. Ilse Asher declared herself head of the clan in interim as response, and while the coterie were still reeling from this act of violence within the family, they quickly became aware that Bella, Adelaide's ghoul, and the late Olivia's daughter, was missing. Utilizing his new skills in blood sorcery, Edgar determined that she was taken by Alexander, Adelaide's sire, after he claimed to be vacating Berlin and leaving the seat to his child. Why would he take her after requesting Adelaide embrace her is unknown, and unfortunately there was no time to give chase as the sun was rapidly approaching. So the coterie decided to send their troop of ghouls to Alexander's last known location, Pankov Cemetery in the Mitte. And now there was nothing to do but let the day sleep take you. Now for all of you, as long as you have been kindred, the sensation of dreaming is just one of the many things you left behind when you slipped out of the mortal coil. When you go to sleep, when the sun rises, you become the form you should naturally be, dead. However, on this day, 3 of our coterie dream. Perhaps it is the violent end to the family dinner, the uncertainty of what leadership means within the family, or simple fear for your loved ones that triggers such a response in some of you. Imogen, as you lay in your day sleep, a vision comes to you. You see your mother, Hannah-Laurie, somewhere dark and unfamiliar. She's laying unmoving, a large, jagged piece of wood jutting from her chest. You smell the rot of decaying corpses, hear the rattle and crunching of bones as 2 people enter the room. And you hear 2 voices, but you can't see them in the dark. Kann ich die Oma einen Kuss geben? A woman says. Nein, Ariana. Ich weiß, wie deine Küsse aussehen. Wenn dein Vater mit Irma zurückkommt, kannst du ihn fragen, was du mit deiner Großmutter machen darfst, answers a man. Ich will die Seele von ihren Lippen saugen, the woman states. Ja, Ariana, ich weiß, he replies. Moving on to Adelaide, what you see in your day sleep is not a vision, but a memory of the night of your embrace. A memory you've long locked and hidden away. Thinking back to those days before becoming kindred up until the night of your embrace is like staring through a dirty window covered by a gossamer cloth. So much manipulation, confusion, isolation, fear. Be good, be diligent, read between the lines, don't fail, but don't overshadow him either. Why did he pick that night? It was so sudden. What do you remember? Pain. You thought you knew pain. You had no idea. There was so much blood, but it wasn't for you. He was covered in your blood, The smell of burning flesh, flashes of green fire, your throat choked by the smoke. You felt strange. You were immobile, and you could hear him chanting. This was wrong, wasn't it? Could Baba be wrong? No, I'm never wrong. Did he say that? The words flowed out of your mouth, and you could feel yourself fading. You knew there would be no more Adelaide and Alexander. You were just a stop on his way to freedom. Shouting from outside the house, someone bursts in, knocks the bowl over. Flesh, blood, and smoke spill everywhere. You can move again. You see someone, sharp teeth just like yours now, furious and screaming. Alexander, is that fear in his eyes? He runs, he takes your hand, you run together. Disoriented, scared, he hides you. You wait all night and all day. You're so hungry. Rat, eat it. Sleep, wake, wait. He returns. He tells you it's all your fault. You both have to leave because of you. Say goodbye to Marrakesh. You wonder how far away Berlin is. Baba loves you and you let him down. You swear to yourself you will do better. Edgar, your day sleep has you revisiting the vision Aelin showed you in Edinburgh. But this time, you're not seeing through Cappadocius's eyes. You're standing there in your own body on the shifting sands, the moon illuminating the scene before you, catching the golden necklace against the Singer of Light's chest. It's the necklace Kasim gave you, the one Aelin wears now. The antediluvian of your clan is draining her. But the feeding stops suddenly, as Cappadocius removes his fangs and turns to look at you, blood dripping from his maw. He grins, grabs the singer by the bleeding throat, and shoves her into your arms.
Drink,
He says. And you do. You can't resist the will of your eldest. You bite into the wound already in her neck and drink deeply of her blood. It is everything you ever thought it would be and more. Better than that first sip of Vitae from Olivia, better than the first time you drank living blood, better than the most passionate night you have ever had with Aelin. It is the pure, undiluted, absolute font of magic. You tear deeper into her neck, desperate for more. But her veins are flat and dry, and you have consumed everything she had to give you. As you remove your fangs and gaze at what you have done, the person in your arms is no longer this ancient singer of light. It is Aelin, her eyes wide in terror as they are fixed on you, her body devoid of warmth and life. Cappadocius's laughter booms in your ears, and as you look to him, you don't see him. Rather, you see yourself, your own mouth covered in her blood.
you knew. You knew the moment you saw her. Do what you were made for. The Clan of Death has no need for light.
And when you look down at Aelin, you see her supping from an open wound on your wrist, greedily sucking down your blood. She lifts her head and you see her fangs as that cacophonous laughter continues. Edgar, you awake? Please increase your hunger by 1 and make me your nightly rouse check. Tullio, my high humanity girly pop, you awake as well. 1 hour before sunset, please make me a rouse check.
Success.
So you are at 2 hunger.
Failure.
You are also at 2 hunger, Tullio. I should note there's still plenty of blood left in this house from the family dinner, which did not get cleaned up because you sent the ghouls away on reconnaissance, and that also means the house wasn't secured against the sun. So up here on the 2nd floor, you're safe, but you won't be able to venture down there until it's actually sunset. Edgar, I need to know if this vision provoked any sort of verbal response from you, or is stunned silence your reaction?
I think the first thing when Edgar awakes, he sits bolt upright. I know you want me to be a monster. And I am one. But I don't have to act like it.
You say that to, I take it as read at Cappadocius.
Mm-hmm.
Tullio, of course, you and Edgar have some time alone. If you want to wander into Edgar's room, you can, or vice versa. Let me know if you want to have a private conversation, or we will move on.
I just go to Edgar. I don't really have anything to converse with unless Edgar does. Just want to be near my brother.
We should go to Osric's room and see what we can alleviate. And I need you to be in the room when Imogen awakes, and I need you to do something for me.
What do you need, Edgar?
Edgar will go over to Olivia's drawer in her desk where he knows that there are some small vials, and he will bite into his finger and fill the vial with blood, put the stopper in it, hand it to Tullio.
Okay. So this is what you want Imogen to, you had to have some of your blood to do this. It's not the way that this ritual works. It doesn't work outside. It needs to come from your unliving blood in the moment. It's thrown, so to speak. But once, same way that if you're trying to make a ghoul, and you give them some of your blood after it's left your body for a few seconds, it loses its efficacy of making that ghoul bonded to you. If that is your intention with this.
Got it. Scratch that. He'll still go over to Olivia's desk, open it. The letter opener that Edgar has opened so many of Olivia's letters with. Sharp, simple. It's a basic tool. He'll put it in Tullio's hands. When all of this is done, I want you to have this home.
Edgar, this is yours by right.
No. I met my mother. Olivia was just an obstacle in my way. This home will belong to you. We've got to get you out of that little shitbox you're living in anyway.
I've been thinking of upgrading with how many people have been staying the day. So, if this is your wish, I wish I could say that I would keep it the same as you remember, but I don't think there's much good memory here for you to keep.
I think you'll find that this place belongs to you in equal measure. Osric is Lucius's father, and you are Lucius's son. This place belongs to you in equal measure.
I will restore it to its rightful grandeur.
As for Kenneth, there's something you should know that I learned in my time in Glasgow. Kenneth has found a woman that he cares for dearly. I think he would be of more use to you providing you with mortal children of the Giovanni name.
Edgar, there's... What I said at the dinner, I never intended to take Kenneth. I would never do that to you.
Don't not do it for me. I've learned something about that lad. He's a hard worker, and he prefers humble, simple work. And I think having a man like that sire future children of your bloodline will be more useful to you than any momentary advantage. You said it yourself. Your worst enemy is your ambition.
I hadn't considered my mortal lineage in a long time, Edgar. If you think this is wise, I will do this. But I must find another. And Any recommendation you have for a child, I would greatly take into consideration.
Let me go through some of the ghouls in the house here. They are already used to submission. And I think that is what you need. You need hands to carry out your will. You could also ask Imogen if there are any mortal Bahari that would suit your needs.
I doubt any of them would wish to be my child, Edgar.
I think you vastly underestimate how convincing you can be when the situation demands it.
Perhaps.
Look, I understand your want to have someone who wants this. But sometimes that's not the cards we're dealt.
For no reason, I'm cutting this conversation short. Adelaide, Maria, and Imogen, please make me arouse checks as you wake up. I need to know, Imogen and Adelaide, if there is any verbal or nonverbal response about your visions, please.
I don't get hungrier.
It's fantastic.
I do.
Fantastic. 2 hunger.
Yes.
Yes.
2 hunger. Mhm.
I think Imogen would she wouldn't like sit up, but her eyes would snap open and she would just whisper, Ariana. And that's it. Just reflect on it.
You, Adelaide.
When Adelaide wakes up, her eyes just open, that she doesn't move, she just breathes, she's still in that moment. And she pulls on that bond that her and Bella have. She tries
The
so
bond
hard
is gone.
to pull.
What that means, at the very least, is that she's not your ghoul anymore.
Yeah. It goes from blood starting to leak out of the corners of her eyes. And that sorrow, that what could have been, morphing into that anger of what is. And I think she just loses it for a second and just full on starts screaming.
So that means Edgar, Maria, Imogen, and Tullio, you hear Adelaide screaming from the room that she is sleeping in. There's there's 9 rooms in this house. Most of them on this upper floor, so you can find her pretty easily.
Yeah, Maria would definitely go on the way to where Adelaide's screaming from. Maria is sending a text message to Minerva saying, wish me luck, wish us luck. And then also sending a message to Katrin saying, my love, please give me an update. And then knock, knock, knock on Adelaide's door.
I assume everyone has made their way to Adelaide's door. Hector, Lamar, and Beatrice have as well. Who also stayed here, and Tegan.
Adelaide basically throws the door open and starts heading out.
Adelaide, what happened?
It's gone, and
What's gone?
I don't know what he's doing to her. I don't know what he did to her, but it's not going to happen again!
It's nice to finally meet you, Adelaide.
Where's everybody else?
We're here.
I sent a text message to Katrin for an update, but I'm checking my phone now. Storyteller, any response? No response.
We should move.
Before we leave, we should feed. The blood downstairs might be a bit coagulated, but
No, it's all
we need
treated.
clear
It's all
heads.
treated.
Oh, God bless. An
Olivia
Easter miracle.
spares no expense. Yeah, an Easter miracle. Yeah, genau. So, I need to know, is everyone heading downstairs? Or are you getting weapons from Ozric from first?
Edgar will kind of look to Imogen. Will you help me go through Osric's armory?
Of course.
I imagine everyone would like to at least have a piece of armament with them.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Everyone go around, tell me what you want. We know Edgar wants the sawed-off shotgun. You got it. Anything else?
Steak.
Steak. Got it. Maria wants daggers. Anything else? Throwing daggers?
Honestly, if we can get it, steaks. Yeah, let's go.
Get a steak. Adelaide, you have the Benedante dagger or the fennel sword, which is useless against here in the Skinlands. It's unless you are pressing it against someone who's possessed. But is there anything here you'd like to have?
I think another knife would be good, one that's actually sharp.
You can take a serpentine dagger.
Okay, and then
Your
what
Dawson strength
type-
and brawl aren't terrible.
No. Adelaide basically bites people. So
So you could take brass knuckles if you wanted.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, brass knuckles will be good.
Imogen, you already have a lot. You have the Gorgon scale, you have two twin daggers, you have a stake, and you have something else, brass knuckles.
I will take another steak. It's always good.
Sure,
to
you can have
two.
two stakes. If you would prefer, you can also strap a crossbow to your back.
My Dotson, that wouldn't be very good. That'd be firearms, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get an extra dot because it's Osric's, though.
That is correct.
What would it be? It would be composure, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 3 dice.
For most cases, yes, it
Yeah.
depends. Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why not? Just in case.
Okay. And Tullio, what would you like?
I don't think Tullio will benefit from anything.
Well, you get an extra dot if you take a firearm.
Gotcha. I'll take one. I don't imagine I'm going to be using it, but I'll take one.
Edgar will ask very quickly, Imogen, can you put your swords on the table?
Sure. She will.
The Gorgon skill.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar will start to do the ward against spirits.
Rouse
Okay.
check, intelligence, and blood sorcery.
Success on a rouse check. I will not get hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence and blood.
I'm excited for
sorcery.
you to hit for hunger for no reason.
I'm not, Huddy.
I'm super excited for you to hit for hunger. Make a devil's bargain with me. I expect to get my payment.
They
Huddy's in
warned
your
us the
walls.
devil would be pretty.
6 successes with a critical.
So, in addition to your sword doing additional damage to Hecata, those of unliving blood, it'll hurt anybody, that you also have a ward against spirits on it, so if you use it to attack a spirit, that'll obliterate it.
Perfect.
Which spirits are notoriously hard to fight, ask Maria. Maria ends up having to eat them most of the time. And which is only possible with the Passion Feast.
Yeah.
Take this as a gracious thanks for releasing Tegan to me.
You didn't have to thank me, but it's appreciated.
You'll need to bring it to me once a month to continue the ward.
And Huddy homebrew, I do not require that. I require that only on places where people walk through, not on objects.
Fucking heard that.
That's why Adelaide has never had to have that necklace fixed.
But Kasim still has to come over like once a month, once a week.
Well, yeah. you come-
Yeah.
It's not for that, though.
It's not for that. It's for other stuff.
No.
What are you talking about? No.
No.
Very well. Let's fill up and get out of here. Every moment we waste, Alexander gets closer to waking up.
So, as you all head down the stairs, you see a sight that is extraordinarily disturbing. Downstairs, you see several bodies strewn all over the floor. You see Katrin. Please, Edgar and Maria, take a stain. You see Nico and Jakob, Olivia's former ghouls, now Edgar's ghouls. You see Sabina. Imogen, please take a stain. And you see Kenneth. All of them strewn on the floor. Who has the highest dots in medicine? Probably Tullio. Wits and
3 dots.
medicine.
Yeah, Tullio, Adelaide has 3.
I have 0.
All right, so Tullio and Adelaide can roll me a wits and medicine.
Maria's frozen.
All right, to make a roll for Lamar, who's also going downstairs because he's hungry.
I can count, I swear. There we go. That's 4 successes.
Awesome.
2 with a bestial.
Okay, so you're shocked, Tullio, to see all this. But Adelaide, you can see that all of the ghouls seem to be at least breathing. They're moaning, groaning. They seem to be unconscious, maybe in pain. They just can't. They're immobile for some reason. Kenneth is dead, for sure.
I'm gonna check Kenneth first, if they're breathing.
As soon as you
If the other ones
start
are breathing.
walking over to Kenneth, Lamar, you hear Lamar's booming voice say, "Don't touch them!" And you watch him hold his hand out. I need to make a roster. Forgot to do that. Hold his hand out, and he starts moving the bodies telekinetically with movement of the mind, and starts moving them away from the door and over to the side, where they're away from you as far as possible, but still in the house.
What is it?
What happened to them?
It looks like something I saw in Barcelona. It is a plague bearer's curse. If you touch them, you will spread the curse.
Has Adelaide seen this before?
You've seen it before, as Maria has seen it before in Hecata, who used this, called necrotic plague. But this is a little bit different. This is when you've seen Hecata use necrotic plague, the illness that manifests in victims is coughing, is something very visible. It's a visible illness. But this seems it seems like they're sleeping, and it seems like it's completely innocuous, and it would be of no trouble to touch them. And that's maybe what happened. Is Kenneth saw them on the floor and went over and touched them, and instantly died. Should someone human come and take his body to get autopsy, that human will also get sick, and it'll pass on so and so and so and so. It's extraordinarily aggressive and deadly, and out beyond a masquerade breach.
We need to lock down the house.
Yes,
Yes.
none of us should be too close to them. The only way that we were able to stop it in Barcelona was to kill the infernalist who did it. Otherwise, eventually they will wither away. These are ghouls, I assume. They will live a little bit longer, be able to survive it a little bit longer, but not forever.
We need to go.
We need to go now.
You go
We need
now.
to leave.
He killed my son.
I am sorry. Beatrice reaches out and puts a hand on you, Edgar. Do you know where this infernalist is?
Yes.
Give me the location. I can get there first. Faster
We
than
should
you.
all go we should all go together,
Yes,
Beatrice.
I will meet you there. I can just be faster than you.
Be careful. There is warts on the house usually. And I'll give
I can
her
see
the
them.
and I'll give her the address.
Beatrice kisses Lamar, and then she goes over to Hector, kisses him as well. Oh, she's gonna have to. Okay. You watch her surreptitiously, but not super surreptitiously, bite into Hector's neck. However, Hector does not scream and cry or make any sort of issue about it. Any of you who are watching have heard that there are some Hecata who don't have the painful bite. It's extremely rare, but some do. For example, none of the Samdi have the painful bite. And she takes some blood from him, and then she heads toward the door, and you watch her turn into a very large bird and fly away.
This ends now.
We should have protection on the house while we're gone.
Hector's here.
Tegan is also here. And Lamar says, I will go with you. I've fought many infernalists in my time.
Make sure they know not to get near them. We can call when it's done, so they can...
Do any of you possess blood sorcery?
I do.
I do.
I have a ritual that will nullify infernalist rituals, but it requires time and it requires 2 of us. And lots of blood.
I'll help you.
All right. I don't drive.
I do.
I can as well. Adelaide, that fetter that we made, do you still have it?
I think. You
Oh, it's in her hair still.
I think.
Yeah.
I think you thought you broke it at the end.
No, she was gonna break it
Oh, okay.
on Olivia and haunt her, but then,
All right.
Never got to that.
just girly pop things like murder at family.
So,
Maria,
Yes.
is there a fetter on my son?
Maria's gonna look to what she's to Kenneth.
I believe that's Resolve in Oblivion, or is it Wits in Oblivion? I think it's Wits.
It's Resolve, I think.
Oh yeah, it's resolving
I
Oblivion.
can't remember because they changed it in the player's guide for the errata, and I don't remember anymore. I'm in the wrong thing. For the errata, they changed it to Wits in Oblivion, yes. It used to be Resolve.
It's Wits in Oblivion?
It's Wits. 8 successes with a crit.
Mm-hmm.
It is the watch that Edgar purchased him for his communion.
Edgar the Watch. It's a fetter.
Good.
Think this through, Edgar.
Maureen might be able to help when she gets here to get his spirit back in his body. His body will be dead, but...
Edgar, think this through. The Shroud is corrupting spirits. Even if he was to be brought back in the form of a ghost,
We promised her, and now we go save her, and we talk about it later.
Yep.
Did Kenneth die wearing his rosary? Just visually checking.
If it is, it's under his shirt and you can't see.
Let's go.
It's time. I'm so sorry, my son.
And I believe we all get into 2 cars because our strategy is to park by the back and by the front.
Who's driving? Maria did offer to drive one of the cars if needed.
One of the cars belongs to Adelaide, one of them belongs to Tullio, so I assume they are the ones who are driving.
Okay, gotcha.
Who's going where?
I'll take the back.
You're driving.
Oh, but are we divvying up cars?
That's what I assume you're doing.
I'm gonna park in front. Tullio's gonna park towards the back with our strategy of
Okay.
surrounding the place.
I just need to know who's
in what
going
car?
in what car.
Edgar is
I
in
swear-
whatever car.
Everybody calm down. It's okay. I promise.
Damn it.
Edgar is in whatever car Lamar is in.
I'll be in the opposite car.
Okay, so you're going with So we'll do Tullio and Maria and Imogen in one car, and we'll do Adelaide, Edgar, and Lamar in another car. How's that sound? Does that sound good for
Works
everybody?
for me.
Okay. So if there's anything that either group wants to discuss, let me know. Anything?
Adelaide would describe the ritual to Lamar.
The ritual from your memory?
Yes.
He would think about it for a minute. It doesn't sound like an infernal ritual, believe it or not. But I do not know every infernal ritual that exists, obviously. Urbano told me once that there was some Hecata who moved his soul around to different bodies in order to hide. I don't remember the details, though.
Yes.
That was one of Cappadocius's great achievements.
Was it? My
What I've
sire
heard.
unfortunately didn't instruct me on Cappadocius. We were very much under the thumb of the Giovanni in all my learnings anyway.
Teach me as much as you can about this ritual. I don't want to go in unprepared.
It requires marking a circle. It requires a furcus, which I hope there is one under the cemetery. Otherwise, we may have to move and focus it elsewhere. Requires drawing of ritualistic symbols, and he pulls out of his bag, he pulls out a notebook, flips through it, and shows you the ritualistic symbols you need to draw. You must draw them on your person. And pour your blood into the earth. Cleanses the area.
How long does it take?
My record time is about 10 minutes.
Have you ever had anyone relatively skilled enact this ritual with you?
I'm sorry. I understand you lost your son. I can't. Your voice sounds a little.
Sorry, have you ever had anyone relatively skilled enact this ritual with you?
Yes. Urbano. For there is no greater blood sorcerer that I know.
I know one, but he's busy at the moment.
You should call Kasim.
He doesn't have a phone.
Call Heidi.
She's in torpor. I'm still gonna text her anyway.
They haven't been read, unfortunately.
No, I know.
And Lamar says, "Oh, you are who Heidi spoke of."
Yes.
And he just sort of makes a face and then covers it.
I will not forget this, Lamar.
You have, and your coterie have already done so much. For all of us, for Beatrice, Hector, myself. It's the least that we could do. Especially if our future plans are to come to fruition and we are all heads of the bloodlines, we need to work together and break the cycle of our sires.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm sure you could have if the circumstances were better.
But alas, they are not.
No. In Tullio's car, is there any conversation three of you would like to have?
Maria's just silent in the back of the car, checking on the knives.
When we arrive, I would serve better as a control rather than a combatant. None of you will be dealing with fire, correct?
No.
No. Not that
Excellent.
I hope not. What do you mean by control? You're not putting yourself in danger.
I'll be unable to be harmed. It's something that I've been practicing. It's time to test it. We need to call Adelaide or Edgar when we arrive, and the moment the barrier, whatever ward Alexander's place is down, I need to know.
Understood.
Okay.
And we're all going into danger. There's no avoiding it.
I'll protect you.
We'll protect each other.
So, you travel to Pankov Cemetery in the Mitte. And when you arrive, you see that Beatrice is standing there. She's no longer a bird. She is wearing the clothes that she was wearing to the family dinner, black peasant dress type outfit. And she sees you all pull in, and you had a strategy about pulling in. What was it?
Bob always has a back door that he escapes through.
You are, well, that in general is true, but you do not know this cemetery. You don't know anything about it. Where she is at the largest mausoleum right in the center of the cemetery. Now, this cemetery here is extraordinarily overgrown. It looks like it's maybe one of the older ones here in Berlin. You're not really sure. But it's the largest, overgrown, mossy, dark. There's lots of woods here in the center of the city.
With Sense the Unseen, do we see any sort of activity around?
Mm-hmm.
That would be like, oh yeah, that would be a good place to
Who
check
has
to see
Sense
if
the
someone's got a
Unseen? Raise
ritual.
your hand. Now, anyone who has Sense the Unseen can make me a Resolve and Auspex roll. Or a Wits and Auspex roll, whichever's higher for you, to see what you see. Anyone who doesn't, womp womp.
So we got the one hunger, the panic dice.
4, that's enough.
2. Don't get hungry. That's cool. That's sweet. Sick. God, math is hard when you're stressed. Okay, and then, oh my God, math. No, I don't trust the other dice. We use the fancy ghoul dice.
Rouse the blood did not get hungry or 6 successes.
Mm-hmm.
That is, that's a double crit. Okay, so that's 4, 8, 9.
Wonderful.
9.
Wonderful.
It's not messy for once.
So, all of you can see a ritual on the door that is an extremely dangerous ritual that Adelaide is super familiar with. It is a ritual that when you cross over the barrier, you're going to go into a fury frenzy. And as well as you see some other that you're not familiar with, Adelaide, that seems to be charred smoke that only you can see with Sense the Unseen. And you can probably make an educated guess that this is the plague ritual that was done around the door. So very likely the ghouls walked into the haven just to do their reconnaissance, do their investigation, and immediately got ill. And made it as far back as they could home and passed out strewn around the house.
It's on the door.
Maria's going to point it out to Tullio and Imogen as well.
Can I use heightened senses to hear inside the building?
Yes.
Sweet.
Resolve and Auspex, because he's underground.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I got an extra dot. 2 successes.
It's a little. The only thing you can hear, it's not really enough. The only thing that you can hear is the sound of something shuffling.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, I need to know the plan of action for everyone.
We're waiting for the barriers on the doors to go down first, right?
Yeah.
He needs to be much, much closer. He needs to go in. And he's looking like he wants to go in. And Lamar does go in. I made the rolls for Lamar and Beatrice already, and Lamar did pass his roll to go in, and he does walk in. Beatrice also made success, because I rolled these earlier, made successful roll, but she's not, she's waiting. Lamar goes in. Edgar, you want to follow him. I need a Fury Frenzy roll from you. That's no blood dice. That's your unspent willpower plus 3 dots for your humanity. Your difficulty to get in is lower, as it will be for Imogen. Maria, what are you doing?
Going in.
Same roll. Your unspent willpower plus 2 dots for your humanity. Adelaide?
I'm gonna go get my daughter.
Unspent willpower plus 2 dots for your humanity. Imogen? You are muted, honey.
You're muted.
Yeah. If everyone's going, she'll look to Tullio, but if everyone's going in, then...
I have Beatrice waiting outside in case someone wants to earth meld with her to get in. But no one's taking her up on that offer, obviously.
Oh! Is that what she's waiting?
That is what she's waiting
do
for.
That with her.
Because then she doesn't have to cross the barrier.
Yeah, Adelaide would do that with her.
Sure. Imogen, unspent willpower plus 2 dots for your humanity. Edgar, you can enter in. You feel angry, upset, but that's probably not any different than you're feeling right now. Mm-hmm.
We keep these dice. These
8.
dice are nice to us today.
I saw.
Okay.
What about you, Tullio?
I'll go in.
Are you braving the frenzy roll, Tullio?
Yeah. Is that 2 extra dice for humanity?
Unspent willpower plus 2 dice for your humanity. Only Edgar gets 3 dice.
Copy that.
I should also mention here at this point, if you save your touchstones, you will gain a humanity. Good luck.
6 successes.
Way to make something so like positive sound
6
also
successes.
terrifying.
Unfortunately, I rolled an incredible 11 successes for this Harrow Hunt roll. Imogen and Edgar can enter in, no issue. Maria, Adelaide, and Tullio, much more difficult for you to enter. And the lowest being 6 is who I'm going to force into a fury frenzy, which is Tullio. So as Edgar and Imogen enter in, Tullio, you're going to freak out. And this isn't like a normal Harrow Hunt roll. Maybe at some point you've come across some kindred who knows Harrow Hunt where it causes a fear frenzy. This causes you to get angry. And I need to know if you're going to attack Maria or you're going to attack Adelaide. Or Beatrice.
Fuck.
I'm not going to make Maria and Adelaide go into fury frenzy, but I'm not going to allow you to go in right at this moment. Something's going to stop you.
Muted.
I'm gonna attack Maria.
Oh, no. Okay, how would you like to attack her?
That's a great fucking question. I'm gonna...
You going to do a bite attack?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay.
Can I block it?
No, because you're inside.
Okay.
Strength and brawl?
Oh, they're outside. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Maria,
I don't think Panacea would help in this moment, right?
I would allow it.
Okay, all right.
Maria, Dex
Okay.
Athletics.
Okay,
Thank God I put something in fucking athletics.
all right.
You can roll your Panacea.
Exposure.
While we deal with that, Edgar, Lamar, and Imogen, you start heading down into the catacombs. Lamar is not waiting on anyone, and he heads farther and farther down. Edgar, you have a dagger with you.
What's
Sorry,
the
do.
Are you prepared to take the damage for this?
Always.
And I know I don't have to ask the Lamia if you are prepared.
Always.
As you head further down, all of you see waiting down several steps, heading into the catacombs. There's bones everywhere. You see 3 aggressive-looking corpses. They see you and they don't hesitate because they are aggressive and mindless. And they're going to lunge at the first person going down there, and that's Lamar, who has a terrible bout of Dex and Athletics.
Can I block that?
Yes. Yes, you may.
Okay. What is the block action?
It'd be Strength and Athletics.
Okay.
I got 5 successes.
Wonderful. And how
To
many
touch
successes for
Tullio.
Death? To touch Tullio. How many Dex
Please let that help.
Athletics?
Because I got a single success.
That's fine. So that was 1 to 1.
Did
So
you both roll one?
that was 1 to 1. So no one was going to hit either way. But you just notice Tullio just going for you. He's angry.
Tullio, what the
He's
fuck?
got an angry, growling face, and then Adelaide reaches out and calms the situation down.
Hold on, just grab Tullio's face.
Does the chill out effect. And you feel back to yourself again. But you can't get... You realized trying to go in here is going to be difficult. Adelaide couldn't get in. Maria couldn't get in. You couldn't get in. And so Beatrice says, I can take one person at a time. It's not pleasant if you don't have the ability to go in the ground, though.
I don't care. I want my daughter back.
Whatever works.
So she grabs onto you, Adelaide. And she's going to take you underground. The Tullio and Maria may make that furry I want to say furry. Fury frenzy roll.
Make the furry frenzy.
you may make the furry frenzy roll again if you wish.
Willpower +2, right?
I will wait my happy ass turn. I will wait till this fucking barrier's down. I've learned my lesson. Sorry, Maria.
What did you roll, Imogen?
Still rolling.
Okay. Edgar, what would you like to do? Lamar rolled 5 successes to roll out of the way somehow, miraculously.
Good, because I only rolled 3 to block it.
You want to use Palm of Flame. Love it. Rouse check.
9 successes on a crit.
How many did you roll?
Success.
How many did you roll, Imogen?
3.
Okay, so with 5 and 3, 8 successes total, you're able to push the zombie out of the way and back into his crowd of people. And then Edgar, right next to you, does Palm of Flame. Please make a Fear Frenzy check. Edgar, roll Intelligence and Blood Sorcery. Intelligence and Blood Sorcery for me, please, to see how big this flame's gonna get.
Do I get anything for being Bahari?
Do you have anything that gives you Firewalker or anything of that nature?
No, I was just saying like any extra dice for Fear Frenzy.
I'll allow it. Sure. I'll give you an extra die for that. Why not?
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome.
Also, Luna, do you and I have the same like little tiny dice box? That's a little coffin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, mine's even smaller, but yes.
Yeah, mine's a little tiny coffin.
I love it so much. It's cute.
How many successes, Edgar?
6 with a crit.
Okay. How many successes, Imogen? I need at least 3 successes. I have a coffin for my dice too, but somebody made this for me.
Oh, I love that.
That's amazing.
Now I feel left out.
And it's got
4 successes.
velvet in it. 4 successes. All right, so you're not able to you don't freak out, but it's scary. You see Edgar make fire in his fucking hand. And are you punching the zombies with the fire, or are you throwing the ball at the zombies?
Edgar knuckles up for the first time in a long time. It's time for a Donnybrook.
Composure and brawl. Ah, okay. Or strength and brawl, whichever's higher for you. Maria, how many did you roll?
9 successes on a crit.
You may enter.
If I may use Shadowcast to just see, so that when the time comes I can...
You mean shadow perspective?
Shadowcast. A combination of both. I need Shadowcast to lengthen, and then because Shadow Perspective, I would need to see the shadow.
You're not going to be able to see a lot here because what's going on is down below.
Yeah, I just need the shadow to follow whoever's going in. That way, I
Sure.
can, using Shadow Perspective, pop out of it later.
Okay. So, did you give me 2 rouse checks for that? Yeah, give me 2 rouse checks. 5 successes. All right, so you start, and this first zombie that you take on, 5 successes, you're absolutely going to start turning him into ash. He's going to start melting. It's going to be really disgusting. Obliterate him almost entirely. However, there's 2 more, and Imogen and Lamar are going to have to help you out because they're going to give you a really big hug.
I do have fleetness, so I will
you're
attempt to dodge.
Fleetness is for non-combat related things. I'm pretty sure.
It says you can use it once a turn for dodge.
Or is that Cat's
in
Grace?
combat.
I'm thinking of. It might be Cat's Grace. I'm thinking.
Cat's Grace is
non-combat. Add celerity
non-combat
rating
fitness
for
is
non-combat dexterity test or defending. So I'm not going to let you do any defending because right now you're punching. So I'm not letting you do any dodging right now because you're busy. And unfortunately, zombies don't have an ability to roll for Fear Frenzy because they're zombies.
It does say under fleetness here, once per turn, the user may also do this when defending with Dex and Athletics.
I said I'm not going to let you do any defending because you're punching. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. And they're going to hurt you. They're going to hurt you real good. But you have someone here who has the ability to help dodge.
Yes, block.
Block, excuse me.
Fine.
So if you roll high enough successes, you can block Edgar from getting hurt here.
Okay.
Because these 2 zombies are going to start swinging for his head. Maria, you can start heading down now as well. You'll be there in just a second. Tullio, what did you roll?
For shadow perspective and shadow cast, I get hunger by 1.
So you're at 3 hunger. and you can hear the voice of your sire in your mind. Leave this place, my son. This is futile. This is useless. What does it matter? Let him kill the girl. Go back, lead the family. Bring them to the Shadow Bane.
This is not for you to decide.
We'll see. Yes, Imogen.
5.
5 successes. Wonderful. So, Edgar, you're only going to take 2 points of superficial damage as you just got done beating this one zombie down. From the corner of your eye, you see Imogen just poof, pop right there and take care of that zombie.
Is that damage already reduced by toughness?
Yes, that is already reduced by toughness, which you have to activate for me.
Do not get hungry.
You know, your luck's going to run out.
It will.
And I'll be here when it does.
Moment. Yeah. It'll be Scotland all over again.
Oh, man.
Oh, it'll be worse than that. So, Maria, you arrive, and you see Imogen tussling with this zombie. And you see Edgar has a palm of flame in his hand, so you don't want to get too close to him, or you'll have to make a fear frenzy check. Would you like to throw any knives at the other zombie?
What's the roll for throwing knives?
Composure or melee?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
This is me moving from one area to another, so my blood surge needs to be reactivated again, right?
No, I'm counting this all as one scene.
Okay, cool. Danke.
Bitteschön. Adelaide. Beatrice has taken you into the bowels of the catacombs, past where all of your coterie are. Dug through the earth. Take a point of superficial damage for that since you don't have protean. And toughness cannot reduce anything below 1, and you don't have it activated anyway.
I don't have toughness. I have resilience.
Oh, that's what you took. I thought you took toughness. Okay.
Because we're the tough, brave child.
Mm-hmm. So as you emerge from the earth into this sanctum, let's call it, you see your sire, Alexander, up on a dirt mound. He has Bella laying on a slab. He is throwing things into a pit, a cauldron of green flame in front of her. She looks like she's unconscious. Her eyes are open, however. She's not moving. He's throwing bits of flesh, bits of her flesh in there that he's cut away from her arm. But you can't see him.
Oh, there it is.
But I'm describing the scene for everyone who will arrive.
Thank you.
But Beatrice certainly sees him. And she says, "What do you want me to do? Are we killing him? Are we staking him? What are we doing?"
We probably need to stake him, but we need to interrupt this ritual. The last time we went, they knocked over the bowl, and where is he, Beatrice?
Can't you see him?
No.
She activates Feral Claws, and she lunges for him. Is there anything that you'd like to do, Adelaide?
I'm going for the bowl.
We'll get right to that. Maria, what did you roll? 6 successes?
Yep, 6 successes.
6 successes to throw it at this zombie. It does stop him, does startle him. It's not down and out yet. And Imogen, you can take out this zombie pretty easily. If you have the Gorgon scale with you, and now that you've stopped him, you pull it out, you can stick him with it, and you realize, and this zombie absolutely crumbles underneath it. You're getting the impression now with this knife, it is not just Hecata of unliving blood that it hurts, but anything that they do, that they raise, this will also hurt a lot.
Noted.
Carla's sword.
Shit, strong sword.
This was Carla's sword that she gave to you. So you stick it, and you realize that's what's happening, and then you stick the other one, the sword, into the other one.
Yes.
And it just crumbles, as if it was never given life at all. Edgar, you make that palm of flame go away, or your coterie are going to start freaking out. And Lamar looks at you and says, you teach me that, I'll teach you how to move things with your mind.
We can talk about what we can teach each other when we're done slaying Alexander Nagaraja.
I believe, I can feel the focus, can you?
Can I?
It's stronger than the one at your house.
I can. It's connected to one that I've touched before, but this is very powerful.
This will be a good place. Imogen, Maria, you should go. We will do this as long as we can. We'll give you
Yes.
as much time as you can. Tullio, because you're still outside and haven't been able to do that, and Beatrice is now attacking Alexander, would you like to try one more Fury Frenzy roll? Because at the worst that's going to happen is I'll let you run in there angry. I'll let you run in there and just attack whoever you run into first.
I was gonna ask because the with Shadowcast I can extend the shadow up to twice my length in Oblivion in meters, yards.
Should be meters, I think.
It's probably meters.
Meters.
I think there's a meters / yards. I don't know if it matters.
It's the superior form of measurement either way.
Twice the practitioner's Oblivion rating in yards / meters. So I was going to ask.
There's a big difference between those two things, but sure.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's a big difference between 2 yards and 2 meters.
We should specify.
Which is the longest? Go with that.
2 meters is roughly about 7 feet.
So I was going to ask what I see with Shadowcast and Shadow Perspective.
You would have seen the scene as I displayed it then.
Cool.
The scene as
I'm
I
going to
displayed it.
have to make the roll. I'd love to use Shadow Step to not have to like run through it. Just poof.
I will allow it. Make me another rouse check for a total of 3. Please let me know if you get 1s or 10s when we're doing Oblivion stuff.
Absolutely.
And
Right.
for a high enough resolve and Oblivion roll, which I believe is the roll for that, I will let you, because I was afraid that no one would be able to get into this haven.
Sick.
Is it because of those 11 successes?
Yeah. Oh, there is no roll for it, but I'm gonna make you make a roll for it just because. Yeah, it's because of those fucking 11 successes. All right.
So past the rouse check for Shadow Step. You needed me to make the thing.
A resolve and Oblivion roll.
Yep. That's
Let it be high. Edgar, here's what I need from you. Lamar sits down, pulls out his dagger. He sits down and draws a circle with it around you both. He lays down his notebook so you can see the symbols. And he takes his dagger and he begins carving into his own arms these symbols. And he looks at you to do the same.
I will.
So I need a wits and blood sorcery because you're doing this on the fly to make sure you do this enough correctly.
Wits and blood sorcery can do.
And then once you are done with that, I'm going to need a total of 3 rouse checks.
Fuck me. Alright.
Imogen and Adelaide, you race down into the catacombs. You see the scene as I
You
described.
mean Maria? You mean Maria?
Oh, yes, excuse me, Maria. Imogen and Maria, you race down to the catacombs. You see the scene as I described. A bale of green fire. Bella on a slab. Parts of her flesh have been cut away. You see Beatrice with very long talons. Looks like she's going to lunge for him. And Adelaide sort of looking around, looking only at Bella as if she can't see Alexander, as you already know.
As a point of reference, was I able to, on our way down, grab the knife that I had put into that zombie before going down with Imogen?
I would allow it.
Okay, cool. Remembering the image of Catherine at the manor, Maria is angry, growling, and she is just immediately, the second she sees Alexander, going for another throw right at him.
You're going for a throw. All right, so that's how we're going to do this. That's gonna stop his ritual. We're going to start going in a turn order now.
We are not attuned to the Furcus, so we don't get the additional dice, correct?
The Furcus that runs under here, which is why I picked it specifically for Alexander, is so incredibly strong, I'm going to allow you to take half. So I'm going to allow you to take 3 extra dice for this.
Gotcha.
You would have to take another 10 minutes to attune to it.
Gotcha.
So, for Alexander, what composure and melee, Maria?
9 successes, 4 of these dice were crits.
Amazing. 4 of these dice are crits. Amazing. Okay, so that knife is absolutely going to stick him right in his chest. Now I need you to make me a stamina and either occult or fortitude roll, whichever is higher for you.
Occult's gonna be higher.
Because as he looks at you, you've interrupted his ritual. He was really
Does my
not paying
blood surge
attention.
count for this?
Excuse me?
Does my blood surge count for this? So I
Yes.
get those two extra dice still.
Really wasn't paying any attention.
6 successes.
You're going to take 2 points of aggravated damage, as it feels like the very rays of the sun hit you right across the face. In Adelaide and Imogen, you can see burn marks appear across Maria's face. I need another fear frenzy check from you. Adelaide, what are you doing?
From me?
From you, I
Or
need a
from me?
fear frenzy check.
Okay.
It feels like the sunlight had just hit on your face.
So Adelaide's goal is to knock the ingredients over, or if the ritual, like if we can tell the ritual has been interrupted.
Mm-hmm. It has.
Seeing where the
You can't
knife
really tell.
went.
You can't really tell.
Okay, I can't really tell. Then yeah, I'm knocking the bowl over.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Away
enough-
from Bella.
Yeah.
Away from Bella.
Just hold on to that, Maria, because I gotta swing around to everyone. So Adelaide, you can make me a composure and athletics roll. Try and knock that bowl over. Imogen, what are you doing?
Can I activate both prowess and toughness in the same round?
Yes, you can. I'll allow it. 2 rouse checks, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Tullio, you are here. You have shadow stepped into the room. You're in the sanctum now. And you see the scene as I have described. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and activate Tenebrous Avatar.
That is another rouse check.
That's 2 rouse checks.
Is it? So let me know if you get any stains. Maria, 5 successes.
Stains.
You do not need to freak out. Edgar, how are your rouse checks looking? You need 10 minutes to do this. That's why I'm sort of leaving you on the sideline there.
I failed 1, succeeded on 2.
So you're at 3 hunger.
Right.
Okay, so we'll hold on to that for just a second as Lamar begins chanting, and he sort of points to the book, blood eking out of his wounds as he's forcing it out. Sort of points to the Latin in the book for you to start reading it. You can't read Latin normally, but you're going to try anyway. Adelaide, what'd you roll? 3 successes to knock over the bowl. Fine. He's going to see you coming, though. So I need a composure and resolve. Composure or resolve, whichever's higher for you, and an occult roll. See if you can get there in time. I wish I'd stop rolling crits.
I totally blanked. What was the skill? Occult?
Yes.
Would my specialty in death rituals count? Okay.
That's not what this is.
No, I know exactly what he's doing, but I'm hoping.
I don't think you know what he's doing.
To ask.
I love the delivery of that.
I don't think you know what he's doing.
Okay. Don't fuck me.
This isn't. Oh, I didn't want to use this one, but I'm gonna have to, because
You're
you're
gonna have to.
all just coming up in his
I know.
business. And I
All
didn't
you
want
have
I
to
saved
do-
this. I put this one all the way at the bottom of the list.
So I came in blasting.
Yeah.
You know what? That's only 5. I'm scared.
Uh-huh.
I'm scared.
With 9
It's only 5. I'm
successes.
scared.
With 9. He has 9 successes.
Willpower.
With a crit.
It's only 8.
You have any willpower to spend?
I could.
Okay.
Could. Okay.
And you won't get to know what the power is, which is fine because it's really horrible. It's really.
Okay. Here's my 2 dice.
Mhm.
I just need 2 successes.
You need 2 successes.
Or another 10.
Mhm. Do you have a crit in there?
I do. I have 1 10.
I mean a crit, as in 2 10s. Do you have a 2
No,
10?
not yet.
Okay. Mhm.
Not yet. I'm scared.
I'm gonna
Okay,
give
we're
I'm gonna
doing
give the
it.
advantage to him because he's 1 on 5 or 6 or however many of you there are.
I got 9. And I got 2 more successes.
So you have 10?
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay. So he tries to do something and you don't see what it is, obviously, because you can't see him. And you don't see him do anything. So you can knock over that ritual bowl, absolutely. Imogen, what are you doing?
Muted. I'm gonna.
He hasn't
go
taken any
for
damage
him.
yet. But he's taking he's taking 1 damage from the knife.
Alright, I'm gonna go over to him and I'm gonna try to impair him.
Love it.
Can I slash at his Achilles tendons? So he can't
Yes, that's if you want to go for a specific point, it's called a called shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just start blasting with your sword. You can do composure and melee. If you want to make it a called shot, it's also composure and melee, but you need 10 successes.
All right, we'll just do a regular blasting then.
Mhm.
Can I do strength and melee?
I will allow it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tenebrous Avatar, Tullio.
I got hungry. I'm hunger 4 now.
So you are going to eat him. It's the only thing you can think about as you send out your... How does it look? How does your Tenebrous Avatar look? I've described it before as one of my players wanted it to be a cat. How would you like yours to be? A demonic cat?
It's me. I turn into shadow, and I will seep into the ground, become 2-dimensional, and luckily, as Tenebrous Avatar, I can eat him in the form of this shadow. So I will just begin to move toward him, this just inky black void across the ground.
Awesome. I sure hope he doesn't have anything that does fire. So he sees what you're doing. Please make me a stamina and occult or fortitude roll.
Oh, I'm good with... No, I'm not. Okay.
I think I'm actually going to make a rouse check for him and rouse his blood, because I haven't done that.
Or we
Good
could
stamina.
not.
Because I forgot to.
Stamina and fortitude?
Either stamina and fortitude or stamina and occult, whichever's higher for you.
Alright, let me see. Counting dice. Okay. May I rouse the blood? That's a bad idea. Never mind. I'm not doing that. That'd be bad.
I wasn't going to stop you.
Didn't you already rouse the blood for this scene?
Yeah, I believe you did.
Yeah, so you don't.
Yeah.
It's the same scene. You're good. You're good.
My bad.
What hunger are you
Okay.
at now?
4.
Oh. Fuck it, we ballin' for real.
And you got the finger wiggles.
Oh, let's all do it. We all gotta...
Edgar, you have finished your ritual. And Lamar says, okay, whatever he wants to do with Bella, it's not going to work. And it should
Do you
have...
need my successes on that ritual roll?
No, I don't need your successes on the ritual roll, no.
Can I tell you anyway? 'Cause it's
Yeah,
really
sure. Go for it.
Fuck
Because
you,
I rolled
Witcher
outrageously high with Lamar.
Fuck you, Witcher Kudam. I rolled 18 fucking successes
Jesus
with 3 quits.
Christ. Well, I rolled 12 successes for Lamar, but, so you guys obviously were just being magic boys, magic bros upstairs.
I do feel the need to iterate that one of those crits was messy.
Then I would like for you to please hit 4 hunger. And as you hit 4 hunger, Edgar, as you finish this ritual roll, of course you hear the voice of Cappadocius in your mind from that vision. And he says,
Do what you were made for, do what you need. Eat now.
and please make me a hunger frenzy check.
Okay.
So Edgar is going to hit hunger frenzies at 4 now. Tullio, what did you roll?
4 successes.
No. So you start slinking over to him with your shadow. And just like with what happened to Maria, you get hit with this power that feels like it's fucking sunlight. And you are going to take 4 points of aggravated damage. Do you have toughness? Or do you have
I do.
Okay, so
Toughness and resilience.
yes, resilience is passively done. You don't have Defy the Bane, right?
No.
Okay. So toughness is for superficial. Subtract the fortitude rating from all superficial damage taken before having. So I'm just gonna let you take 3 points of aggravated damage. We'll just make it easy that way. Please make a rouse check to activate toughness though.
Absolutely.
So might have all of our boys going in hunger frenzies. What did you roll, Edgar?
3 successes.
Not enough. So you're going to lunge at Lamar as soon as you finish this ritual. And you're going to bite into his neck. You have the painful bite, though, and he's going to try and fight back.
This is great. This is going,
This is going
This is
really,
going
really well.
so well.
We're
He's-
doing so great, guys.
He is going to try and fight back. What's he gonna do, though? Well, I think he's gonna do the thing that Edgar's afraid of, because that seems funny.
Love.
Edgar
that.
can never be happy. That is the
No.
Chronicle tenet, actually. It's not what we have. It's Edgar can never be happy.
And
gonna do the thing that Avery's
yeah,
because that
yeah.
is funny.
So as you bite into his neck, he is going to open his mouth, and inside of his mouth is a swirling void.
No.
And he is going to reach up and grab onto your chin with his mouth, take a point of aggravated damage as it seeps into his mouth and starts getting gnawed on by the raw, cold power of Oblivion. And that is going to snap you out of your hunger frenzy. You're still going to be at 4 hunger, but that's going to snap you out of your frenzy right now.
Sorry. Fuck. Ow.
Might I suggest you sate your hunger on Alexander downstairs?
I don't eat trash. Let's go.
I'll take the compliment when he follows you down. So, what'd you roll? You rolled 3 aggravated damage, and you're not going to be able to use your Tenebrous Avatar anymore. You're at 4 hunger.
It doesn't say it dispels it. Is there? Because I take damage from it. I'm still in the shadow unless you want to choose otherwise.
So, what this is called. Well, I wrote it down incorrectly, but it's called Call Upon the Sunlight. And this actually acts as if your body's going to react as if it is in direct sunlight. So the way I would have that work with Oblivion is that Oblivion wouldn't be able to sustain itself when it feels like it's being attacked by direct sunlight.
Gotcha.
That's what happened to Maria. Yeah, he's the worst. And he is only at... He has 2 permanent 2 aggravated damage for another thing that I have that I wasn't able to use on Adelaide. And he's got a bunch of health left. So, we're really going to have to teamwork, make the dream work here. And I need to know what Maria's doing next.
Okay. So that attack burned my face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just.
But you
just
do
making
notice
that up
Bella
quick.
is sitting up.
Can I cross the distance and pull her away from where Alexander is?
You can try.
I would like to.
Go for it. Do a Dex
What do I need to
Athletics
roll?
for me. He's going to activate Prowess. I haven't failed a rouse check for him, which I really should. But his strength and brawl is not that great.
Do you want my melee successes?
Ooh. Yes, please. So sorry.
That's okay. 9.
Awesome. Awesome. So
I kept forgetting that I had to add
Yeah.
because I'm roused.
awesome.
Oh,
I totally
have
forgot.
potions.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Adding that.
9 successes. That's fantastic. He has Defy Bane, so he's not going to take aggravated damage. Which I did rouse him for that. Damn.
6 successes with a crit.
He's impaired. He's impaired with
my
just
God.
that. 6 successes. 6 successes with a crit. You go for Bella. I rolled 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. You go for Bella and try and grab her. He grabs onto you instead. Grabs onto your shirt and flings you backward into the cauldron that had fire in it. So you're going to take 1 more point of aggravated damage. I'll let you hop out of there fast enough, but you're going to burn your ass literally. Adelaide, what are you doing? You see Bella standing up. She's looking around, confused. Her arm hurts.
Do I see where everyone is attacking?
Not only do you see where everyone is attacking, you see Alexander now.
Am I still behind him?
Yes.
She gives one last look at Bella. And I'm gonna jump on him and sink my teeth into him.
All right. Strength and brawl. Imogen, you can go in again with that sword.
Do I want to sword him or do I want to hold him down for Adelaide?
That is up to you. He's impaired now, so I will take a stake to the heart at only 5 successes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's do that. Okay.
He's going to try and get away from her.
God damn it.
No, he's gonna yeah, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna rely on yearning.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Adelaide. I have to use it. He's gonna rely on
fine.
yearning.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll burn the willpower.
What?
So that's gonna be 2 burnt willpower.
Okay.
Damn. Why am I rolling? I normally don't roll well for the villains, but I'm rolling really well for him. This is gonna be really bad when the next thing happens.
Question. What
Yep.
happens when I take full aggravated damage?
Torpor.
Torpor.
Okay, cool.
Are you in torpor?
No, Maria's not looking great, though.
Okay.
And potence.
We'll see if the tag team of Adelaide and Imogen can
I have
come
a messy
and clutch here.
crit.
Okay, I have
No.
4, 5, 6. Not messy.
So that's 4,
Oh, I'm sorry. I have more than that.
5, 6,
7.
7, 8 successes.
All right. So he's going to try and get you to get off of him. He's going to activate Daunt. He's going to rely on your yearning. And he's going to tell you, get off of me, daughter. But you're not going to you don't have to resist him. Bend me 1 point of willpower. Get rid of 1 point of willpower.
Did.
Rolling 1 successes. You're good. You start biting into him.
I don't say anything. My jaw just clamps down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know.
Imogen, what are you doing?
6 with a possible bestial.
5 successes is all I needed. So as Adelaide is on top of him, starts biting into his neck, you jam a stake into his heart, and he is no longer able to move. He is immobile. And Adelaide, we discussed this already. Are you diablerizing him?
It's the only way she'll know the truth.
Okay, here we go.
Wow, that you have it memorized.
I had a blood leech. It was a problem.
Roll your humanity plus
So my
your blood
humanity
plus your
would
blood
be-
potency.
So 3 plus 2.
This is where it gets dangerous.
Okay.
Everyone make me a wits and awareness roll, even Imogen. So sorry. Where's all the blood potency?
Okay.
He's got 3 blood
Okay.
potency. He's got 6 dice for this.
So 3,
No hunger dice.
4. I have 6 dice.
So does he.
Weird question, but does specialty in death pop in here?
I'll allow it.
6 successes.
What did you roll, Adelaide?
I rolled a crit. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 successes.
Awesome. So, all of you.
And a lifetime of trauma.
So all of you with wits and awareness can see that Adelaide is absolutely diablerizing him. And you don't think that he's going to take her over. Adelaide, please drop 1 dot in humanity. Please gain a point of blood potency.
Yeah, Maria's just gonna
And
watch
you
this happen.
diablerize the soul of Ibrahim. Alexander was never in there. And I will discuss with you later what you have now learned about infernalism. While my dog growls.
But she does learn.
Everything
What
that
we
we
discussed?
everything we discussed, yes. You never knew Alexander. You have no idea who he was.
Yeah, Abraham was Baba.
Kasim's grandfather.
Her.
The one who gave
Yeah.
you the one the knife belonged to.
Yeah. Adelaide's fangs, but like the moment he starts decomposing, they're just still in his neck. There's blood running down her face. And she sobs over the body for a few seconds before she turns to see Bella.
Bella looks completely in shock, but she seems okay, and she is not Kindred. Please restore that point of humanity Edgar, please hit yourself at 10 humanity. You still have ace stain on it, though. Reminder.
Edgar.
And
While all of that was happening, Edgar was running across the room to Bella.
Mm-hmm. And as you get there, you see that Alexander is decomposing rapidly. Adelaide has diablerized him. If you activate Sense the Unseen, all of you can see the black streaks in her aura. And Bella is okay. Traumatized, bleeding heavily from the arm, but okay.
Adelaide's gonna run over to Bella.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I would do anything to keep you safe. And I'm gonna use Valerian on her.
Ross check.
I'm at 0 hunger, so that's 1 hunger.
Mm-hmm. And we're also going to have to talk about you getting a new flaw, because yearning won't work anymore.
No, it's okay. Intelligence and fortitude, okay.
Bella hasn't let go of your neck. She's hugging onto you really tight. She's shaking. Don't really know what occurred between her and, we can say Alexander, but we both know it was Ibrahim.
Yeah.
No.
Adelaide knows what it's like to be on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Can you walk?
Yeah, my arm hurts really bad. I can see
Your
I can see my bone.
Your mother will take care of that. We need to go.
Fortitude and intelligence. Yeah, as I'm hugging her,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just running my hand over her arm. And that is 5 successes.
Mm-hmm. 5 successes is enough to heal the arm completely. You watch the skin take it over, the nerves, everything that he cut into, the tendons. It looks really painful. Looks like it was already starting to get infected from the mildew and this presence of all this this rot, this decaying, this putrefaction everywhere. It's full of bacteria. It's already starting to get infected, but it is heals over completely, like brand new. And she just won't let go of your neck. She said, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry you had to come save me. I'm so sorry. If you had just made me like you, this wouldn't have happened. I could take care of myself.
Let's go. Okay. No, you're alright. I love you. I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
They're both crying. Adelaide's crying blood tears. Rouse check, everyone.
Success.
Mm-hmm.
Maria, no.
3 success.
I'm now at 3 hunger. I'm 3 hunger, so I'm also
So now you're
decayed
starving
and I'm
decay. Mm-hmm. Everything's going real good. What about you, Imogen?
Success.
Mm-hmm. And Tullio.
Success. As a note, I'm also under the effect of starving decay.
Oh, you have starving decay? I did not write that down. Well, yeah, so everyone's looking really bad, really terrible. Beatrice and Lamar are looking fine. They didn't really help out too much, except for with the ritual.
Maria's probably slumped against the wall watching it happen right now. She's super burned.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar is going, now that Bella's all good, Edgar's going to run over to Maria and kind of sweep the hair out of her face. You alright?
I could use a nap.
Yeah.
Use a bite.
How about we take you home so that you can take a nap with your girl?
Katrin. She's going to attempt to pull her phone out if it's even still.
Edgar will just call Katrin's phone from his phone and just hand it to Maria for a minute.
Well, person who picks up the phone is Hector. Hello?
Alexander's dead. Gone.
Yeah,
Are they okay?
everyone's waking up. Oh, everyone but Kenneth.
Thank you.
You should probably come back here.
Yeah. We'll be home soon. And she's gonna hang up.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay. Well,
No,
not
to all of them. It's time to go.
We should go.
As you all may... Oh, yes, sorry, Imogen.
Imogen was going to go over to Tullio, seeing that he got hurt as well.
Yeah, pretty severely.
Yeah. And
How bad is Tullio looking? Like,
I mean, not great, not terrible. He looks really hungry and burnt a little bit.
I mean, to be fair, I'm real fucked up. Like, nearly half my health track is filled back.
As a note, if Alexander had hit me one more time, I would have been in torpor.
So we're gonna need to get Minerva over because I don't know how much healing I can do for everybody.
Beatrice also has healing. Beatrice comes over to Tullio and she says, we should go. I'll do what I can at home. But you should eat first. Do some yourself. I can help.
I can help.
There's plenty of blood back at Olivia's house. So as all of you vacate from the catacombs here in the Mitte and head back to the cars, Bella's clinging onto you, Adelaide. So Edgar, you're going to have to drive, or Lamar will drive, one or the other. Lamar doesn't drive. I don't have any dots to drive for him, so Edgar's going to have to drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand the keys over to Edgar.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar will ask Beatrice if she'll take the ride with them.
Sure. And we will deal with that car ride home if anybody wants to talk about what happened or if they just want to get home as quickly as possible. And then we will take our break. So Tullio, Imogen, and Maria, Imogen, you're going to have to do the driving because Tullio is in starving decay and not going to be at his best driving and injured. Maria's also injured. And I don't know if you have dots and drive, do you?
Nope.
Well, you're going to have to fake it till you make it. So...
Hands at 10 and 2.
Yeah, so it's just, European driving isn't great. Everything's real narrow here.
Perfect.
I'm probably curled up in the back seat because I'm both hurt as fuck
and
okay.
As hurt as you both are, and as hungry as you both are, you notice Imogen looks pretty good, and you did notice while you were in that room that Imogen, without Imogen being there. This fight could have gone seriously, seriously bad, but she looks barely worse for wear, and she took on a very powerful Infernalist, not quite single-handedly, but took a brunt of the damage. It's quite interesting.
That's my wife.
Yeah, well, not yet. We gotta get to that first. I have to see if you survive episode 10. Is there anything you'd like to discuss on the way?
Ow.
Imogen will just be like trying to focus, going over everything that happened in her head, and just kind of repeating, "We'll get you home. We'll get you both fixed. It'll be okay. Everything's fine."
You'll have to teach me how to fight a little bit better.
Just nods. Trying not to be distracted, but periodically looking up at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's okay. You can get new tires.
Careful, that's Imogen. That's a red light.
Adelaide, holding on to Bella. Edgar, Maria, Lamar, and Beatrice. Anything that you'd like to discuss as you drive back to Steglitz, Zehlendorf?
I think just feeling a little bit morose. Edgar's going to talk to Beatrice, but if there's a conversation in the backseat, I'll hold my ticket until that conversation's over.
Well, Bella, I need you to know when we get back to the house, it's not your fault.
No, it is my fault. Because if I was like you, this wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have been able to take me.
That's not true. He did this to me and I was dead.
He did this to you after you were embraced?
It's a long story, Bella.
What was he doing?
He was going to take your body.
Why?
And I know now. Because he was hiding from his enemies for what he had done. He was going to make us pay for his sins. I think he only kept me around because he needed a body.
And she hugs onto you, grabs onto your neck. Mom, I'm so sorry.
So it's not your fault. This is Alexander's fault and he is gone. And we are here.
It's not your fault either.
Adelaide's not going to answer that. She's just going to hug Bella tighter.
Edgar, what would you like to say to Beatrice or Lamar?
I think just feeling a little bit morose. Edgar will just kind of look over to Beatrice. When I first heard your name, you were with Hamish Jr. Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
It's because it was. Just about.
Did you have any children?
One. Before Maurizio took me away.
Did you ever think about them? I lost one of mine tonight.
I think about her every night.
What was her name?
I didn't get to name her.
What would you have called her?
I would have called her Julia.
I'll pray for her.
And I'll pray for your boy.
Thank you.
So, as you all head back to Olivia's home, that is where we are going to take our break before you enter in and see what the scene looks like in there. Hello, we're back. All of you arrive back at now Edgar's home, soon to be Tullio's home at some point in the future, at Steglitz-Zehlendorf. As you pull into the driveway, all of you, or most of you rather, are hungry. You can see most of the ghouls milling about from the open door. Imogen, you see Sabina is up and walking around. You may make yourself 7 humanity. Now, everybody has stains from everyone being hurt. You see Katrin as well. But so I'd like those stains to be resolved now, please. 1 rouse check for Edgar. Bless you. You may drop back down to 9 humanity, but that is what it is. Well,
I will not drop back down to 9 humanity.
You're going to be sitting now at 10 humanity. And for clarification, 10 humanity means you are, in general, more humane than the average human. Maria, you should be up to what, 7 or 8 humanity? Which one?
7.
7. Please make, so that means you have 3 dice to roll. You just need 1 success to clear that stain.
Mm-hmm.
Did you roll 3 dice?
1 success.
Okay. So you can clear that stain. You have 7 humanity. Imogen.
Mhm.
3 dice?
No successes?
Okay. So you stay at 6 humanity. Do not make it to 7, but that's all right.
So close.
So close.
If only.
Yep. Just borrow some of Edgar's humanity, obviously. And
Yeah.
as Sabina comes out immediately and she says, Mistress, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't remember anything.
It's okay. You're safe.
Are you all
You
right?
don't have to be sorry. Yes.
Bella, of course, sees Kenneth, and she immediately leaves your arms and races into the house. Katrin, you also see she's sitting on the couch, and she's sort of just staring at a wall. She's not engaging with everyone else. You see Nico and Jakob are starting to clean up. They're going back to their ghoul duties. So we'll take this in turn order. Edgar, you're at 10 humanity now. You feel when you see Katrin up, sitting on the couch, you can feel your heartbeat. And this time it doesn't stop. It's a slow beat that keeps going and going and going. And you feel so relieved. You could almost weep at seeing Katrin okay. What would you like to do?
Edgar will move over to where she is on the couch, just kind of kneeling down in front of her.
Maria, you may do this as well.
Yeah, Maria, in her burned and still hurt state, just moves as quickly as she can over to be next to Katrin?
Katrin is sitting on the couch. She's leaned forward, got her elbows on her knees, and she's just staring at the wall opposite her. She's not saying anything.
Katrin. Maria's gonna place a hand on her cheek. And press her forehead against the side of her head.
I just want to go home, Maria.
Yeah.
You look like shit.
I feel like shit. But he's gone.
Is Bella okay?
Yeah, she's here.
Okay.
Glad you're all right, Kuzina.
Yeah, it's whatever.
What's bothering you?
Been a really long time, and this is the first time I think I almost died. It sucked.
Not to be repeated, eh?
Yeah, definitely not. We'll have to have a talk, Maria.
Yeah, of course. Whatever you need.
Bella, of course, is leaning over the body of Kenneth and weeping. She's touching him all over his face. Of course, he's extremely cold and stiff. And she's crying into his chest.
Edgar will just stand and kiss Catherine on the forehead and walk over there.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Adelaide?
Adelaide is looking at Tullio. And looking where Kenneth is. And Bella. Does he actually do that little nod? I'm gonna set about making sure that the ghouls are healed.
The ghouls seem fine.
Ghouls seem fine? Alright, Maria, you're first. Actually, no. Tullio. Tullio's first. I just realized health tracker was.
Edgar, do you
Look,
instruct
there's-
Nico and Jakob to bring you blood?
Yeah, just go get it.
They come out with all the flutes and things that were here from last night and start just laying it out closer to you all so that you can grab at it. Everyone may drink their fill until they are at 1 hunger. Unless you'd like to kill one of the ghouls, of course.
Adelaide.
As a treat.
Yeah, as a treat to drop down that humanity some more, you know.
Well, Tully's like, well, that's not fair. None of my sister's not here, so I don't get an extra dot in humanity. What the hell? So, those of you who have aggravated damage, you may make me 3 rouse checks. It's fine. I will say, actually, you don't even have to bother making me the rouse checks. I'll say because you have all this blood here. You may remove 1 of that aggravated damage, because you can only do 1 a night. So take 1 away. And Adelaide's going for Tullio.
Yeah, she's gonna walk up to Tullio and grab his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Place a hand on his cheek and kiss him on the other one. And slowly smooth the flesh back into place.
Rouse check, intelligence, and fortitude.
Yep. Got a hunger. So, and then I got 5 successes.
Mm-hmm. Beatrice comes over to you. 3 more. Maria does the same. You may remove 1 aggravated damage. More. And then she sort of switches. How many did you roll, Adelaide?
5.
Uh-huh. Tullio, you may remove 2 aggravated damage. Do you have more?
I'm fully healed.
What about you, Maria?
I have 1 more aggravated damage.
So Breacher sort of looks at you. Could you? Do you have? Can you do? For Maria, I did as much as I can.
Adelaide's gonna walk up to Maria.
Mm-hmm.
see where she's hurt.
It's across the face.
And take her hand and wipe it across Maria's face.
Composure and fortitude. Imogen and Edgar, are you injured at all?
We're good.
No.
All right. So she doesn't need to help you anymore.
Alright. Intelligence and fortitude.
Tullio.
And then
And just let me know your successes. Tullio, you see Bella is still crying. So Maria, you may remove that one less aggravated damage. Bella is still crying over Kenneth. She's inconsolable. You can't remove her. If anyone does try and remove her from the body, she is holding on to him. And I'm not going to start
Edgar.
screaming and yelling because it's Easter Sunday here in the middle of the night.
yeah. Adelaide will help with that. She's gonna lean down into Bella's ear.
Well, you're
Just kinda
busy at the
rubbing her
moment.
back.
This is
Oh, okay.
while you're
Never
healing Maria. So either Edgar, Tullio, or Imogen needs to do this.
Edgar will just wrap his arms around her and cry with her.
Tullio and Imogen, do you do anything?
I think Imogen will go over and just kind of kneel down and rub at her back.
Tullio will go to Kenneth, while Edgar and Bella and Imogen are providing comfort for one another. He's going to bite into his wrist and whisper so that they can hear. Forgive me, brother. And I will force my blood into Kenneth's mouth.
And normally I would make you make 3 rouse checks, but as I said, we are overflowing with blood in this house from the family dinner. And as Tullio, this seems nuts to anyone watching. You know what it means. When you embrace someone, it needs to happen quickly after you drain the life out of them. Otherwise, it won't work. Otherwise, it's too late. And Tullio seems to believe that you can. And Imogen or Edgar can try and stop him because this is nuts. This can't be done. If you'd like.
Imogen would have a look on her face and just be like, what are you doing?
Edgar will refuse to interrupt Kenneth's final communion.
Do you answer Imogen, Tullio?
Yeah, he will, without taking his eyes off Kenneth, just say, the Camden gave us one gift. And that's all.
And as he pours his blood into Kenneth, of course, Kenneth's body does not begin to breathe. It does not begin to flush with life. But eventually, Kenneth opens his eyes, and you see large, elongated fangs in his mouth. And Tullio, you have embraced a Giovanni, but for this, 3 stains for embrace. Would you like to resolve them now or later?
It's dealer's choice.
No, honey, it's yours.
I'll resolve them now then.
So you have 8 humanity. 3 stains means you only have 1 dice to roll, as you can't have less than 1.
I fail.
Then you will drop down to 7 humanity. And no longer will you be able to rise an hour before sunset. And this is Edgar, whether you consider this a great gift from your brother or a great folly, I leave that up to you.
It's a necessary evil.
And Tullio has paid the price for it.
Edgar will just look to Tullio. Nod before he scoops Kenneth up in his arms. Grabs a flute of blood. And hands it to his son.
Kenneth drinks it down greedily. The benefit of having grown up a ghoul in the Giovanni family, there's some part of you that's always prepared for the embrace. And he just looks at you and he says, couldn't just leave me dead, huh?
Welcome to the family, Kenneth Giovanni.
Fuck me.
I'm so sorry, my boy.
He looks at you, Tullio. Mother always gets the last one in the end, huh?
It's not her you're going to serve, Kenneth.
Oh, but she got what she wanted.
Make the most of it.
So, is there anything that the five of you would like to discuss amongst each other, with the ghouls, or the other vampires present before something happens?
Maria is just taking this time to try to just be there for Katrin.
She's
even if
pretty
it's not-
nonverbal right now. You can wits and insight? Anyone
Yeah,
can? Who cares what Catherine's going through?
I would like to.
Truths as a specialty or no?
No.
Adelaide would ask Sabina what happened.
Sabina
I'm
doesn't
blood searching, by the way.
remember how they got back to the house. She doesn't. We just went into the place in Punkov Cemetery, and all of us started feeling really, really unwell, and we felt like we had to go back home because we were so dizzy and disoriented, and we made it as far as we could. I don't even remember who was driving. 6.
7. 7 messy crit.
You're gonna hit 5 hunger again if you don't cut it out. Increase your hunger, please. Katrin is it's pretty much as she said. She's feeling the weight of the mortal coil now. Something maybe she hadn't been prepared for.
Maria is just going to be like, she's watching her coterie as well, but she's kind of just going to be there for Katrin in the moment. It's more important right now for her.
Edgar will look over to Adelaide and just be like, see to your daughter. And he'll kind of move off to a corner and kind of wave Maria over.
She's kind of going to point, do you want me to try to bring Katrin? Maria's going to look to Katrin and say, I'm going to be right back, sweetie. She's going to give her a kiss on the cheek and kind of nuzzle into her a little bit before standing and moving over to Edgar.
I read Olivia's diary last night.
And?
Do you want to know what happened to Minerva?
Yes. Yes, of course I do. Yes, what happened? What?
The night that Francesca murdered Isabella. Minerva saw what happened. And she went to Seneca. And Seneca rewrote her memories.
Fuck. So the only person who could safely break this shit is Seneca Giovanni.
You're in luck. Ilse Asher holds a grudge. Ilse still has Seneca's head. It's preserved. That's what's preserving the power.
So we have to convince Ilse to let the head decay.
I don't know if she has some ability to compel what happens with the head. I've told you all 100 times, I don't deal with the dead.
Yeah.
This is your wheelhouse.
I'll look into it. Thank you, Eddie.
Anything Adelaide, Tullio, and Imogen want to discuss?
Is Bella just basically sitting with Kenneth crying? I'm gonna let Bella sit with her brother, and we'll talk in a little bit. But Adelaide's gonna go over to Imogen. With what happened tonight, it would have been your duty to deal with Alexander.
She was not. So kind of a 1,000-yard stare.
If you would like that claim, it's yours.
Imogen nods and she takes her eyes off the whatever she's staring at and looks up at Adelaide and puts a hand on her cheek and says, I'm sorry. It came to that.
Fate is cruel.
Tullio, is there anything that you'd like to say to anybody?
You would just walk over to Imogen and take her by the hand. And after she resumes staring, and just say, we're safe. It's okay.
I wasn't fast enough.
You did beautifully. Allow yourself some grace.
She doesn't say anything.
So, as these conversations come to an end, Imogen, you receive a phone call from your sister, or from your daughter, Philippa.
I'll answer.
And she says, Masa, I'm sorry to bother you. I know you are hunting with your coterie. Everything's fine. Osric is still in his basement. Hannah and Matilda have returned.
What?
Matilda is in torpor. Hannah is missing several body parts, but she dragged her back from Seneca Mansion. They hid under the ground.
Okay. Make sure they're comfortable. I'll be there shortly.
Of course. Yeah, we really need you, Mother, to guide us. This is devastating. And we will need to enforce. Go to Seneca Mansion. Kill the white. All of us.
I agree. We will.
She hangs up. And Maria, you receive a phone call from your aunt Mirabella.
Maria immediately answers, Auntie?
Maria, honey, you gotta come home. You gotta come home right now. Something's wrong with your store. Someone has broken every single object that you had in here. And a specter has taken over the body of your mother. We're trying to fight her off, but we can't do it. We can't do it. Usually we do it, all three of us.
I'm on my way. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Mm-hmm. Do you inform your coterie, or do you attempt to go alone?
Maria is going to. I'm probably still like right next to Eddie. I need to go. Can Catherine stay here? She can't go home yet. Minerva's mama. She's been possessed by a specter.
Do you need help?
I would like help.
Mirabella also said that all the items in your shop have been broken. You know what that means. Bound spirits, when you break their fetter, they are then free to haunt.
All the items. Somebody broke in. All the items in my shop are broken. I don't.
Take off your necklace.
As a note, this is different than the necklace that she usually wears. It's a crucifix And she will.
Gonna roll a rouse check for ward against spirits.
Intelligence and blood sorcery roll.
Rouse check is successful. 5 successes.
So you have a necklace of a ward against spirits that will keep Maria from getting possessed. Adelaide, if you overhear this, you have a dagger that might be the only thing that might successfully help Minerva. Does anyone else wish to go with Maria? Or do you wish to remain here for the rest of the session?
Imogen, hearing this, will look up and then look to Tullio and say, and Matilda returned from the mansion. I need to see them.
I'll join you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I need to go home.
What happened?
Hannah and Matilda came home.
I thought she died.
I thought so too.
What about Hannah-Lori? Do what you gotta do.
Are they safe, or is it something that could?
That's what I intend to find out.
I'll go with you. Matilda's my gran. I owe her that.
Sorry, Maria.
It's okay. A lot's happening, but I gotta go. And Maria's starting to run for the door.
Let me drive you.
I'm
going to have to stab your mother. Are you going to be okay with that?
You just have to touch her with it.
I said what I said.
Maria's just like, will it final death her?
No. And she's gonna pull out the knife. It's super dull.
Edgar,
Fine. Yes.
Edgar will take off his rosary that has a ward against spirits on it and hand it to Adelaide. Wear this. It'll keep you from being possessed.
Tegan is also going to go with you, Imogen. As, of course, she's known Matilda and Hannah for 100 years, if not longer.
Before Maria goes, she's kind of just like, this is a lot to process. Everything that's kind of happening. She's quickly going to shuffle over to Imogen and give her a quick hug. She's going to say, I'm sorry that I can't go with you either. Hi, Lila, too.
Hi, Lila, too. Be safe.
You too. Let me know what happens. And Maria's going to look to Adelaide. Are you ready?
I am, Bella.
Bella's with Kenneth. I'll be fine, Mama.
And she tries to pull on that again.
You have to feed her your blood again.
Perfect.
Will you?
No.
Okay.
Not for now.
Hector, Beatrice, and Lamar, are they staying here?
Hector is going to go with you because Matilda is also his grandmother. Beatrice is going to go with Adelaide and Maria. Lamar is going to remain here.
Okay.
Kenneth, if possible, I'd like him to join us.
Yes, he will. If you do that, though, Bella's going to want to come with you.
It's fine. I'll take the kids in my car. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, so for those of you who are deciding not to go with Maria, sorry, but you're going to have to wait until we resolve that, and then I'll get to you. So, Maria and Adelaide, you make a mad dash to Kreuzberg, which is where Esoteric is. And as you get there, this is a real problem. Beatrice is also with you. This is a real problem because the windows have been blown out of Esoteric. The shop is like everything, the books, all of the items are just swirling around. It's a masquerade breach at the very least.
Oh, no.
With Sense the Unseen, is there did someone just bust out the windows with some sort of
It looks.
lingering...
You don't need Sense the Unseen.
Okay.
Do you have dots and streetwise? Either of you?
I believe I do.
I have a single
No,
dot
I
in
don't.
Streetwise. I do have a dot.
Maria,
in Streetwise.
you've lived in Kreuzberg for quite some time. This was very clearly someone broke into the shop and did this on purpose. The lock's busted off.
Someone just broke in. Someone.
Why would they do that, Maria?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted some of the shit that's in there. I don't.
They destroyed it, Maria. They don't want anything. This is. Can I?
No, but Maria can. Conversation that you overheard in another language, but that Minerva told you about. Something Maurizio saying that he would do something to Minerva, or that he would remove her as head of Rossellini, something to that effect.
Fucking asshole. Maurizio. He threatened Mama at the family dinner. He threatened her. This is what he meant. Fuck.
This
we gotta
absolutely looks like Putanesca work, and Beatrice agrees. Yes, this is exactly what my cousins would do.
I hope you're hungry, Maria.
I'm famished.
Excellent. Now, where's your mother?
You don't see
Let's
her
go
down
inside.
here.
Okay.
So, using Sense the Unseen, if you roll me, not you, Adelaide, if you roll me Wits and Auspex, you can see which fetters are broken. And I will allow that if you touch the Benedante dagger to these fetters, that will obliterate the spirits. Maria, please roll me Passion Feast, which is Resolve in Oblivion. I'll make that roll for Beatrice as well. And then I'll make a general roll for the Wraiths to see if you can vacuum them all up, like a good little Oblivion Staubsaugen that you are.
It's like that emote that you have. It's just.
Ooh. Okay, 4. That is 6 successes.
Beatrice,
No.
why? Why? No
7.
successes on 7 dice.
7 successes with a crit.
I'm going to spend some willpower for her. That's rough, Beatrice. Come on now.
That's rough,
Dang.
buddy. Come
Damn.
on. I know it was very stressful just then. I know we just had to deal with none. Okay.
She's like,
Wonderful.
I'm a blood leech now. I don't like eating ghosts anymore. Sorry. So, Maria, you're going to have to help us out here. What did you roll?
7 successes with a crit.
Okay. Let's roll a general willpower roll for the spirits. Let me roll really well. 4 successes for the spirits. Maria, Adelaide, what did you roll?
I said it. Oh, God. I think 6? 7?
6?
You
Okay.
said. I think so. Yeah.
So with 4
Yes.
successes for them and 13 successes for the between of you, and 0 for Beatrice is totally useless here, obviously. You you go through the shop and you start absorbing these spirits. You touch the Benedante dagger to some of the broken items, and you can see that they meticulously went through the store and broke things. They took, it looks like they might have taken weapons like a sledgehammer or pipe to these things. They was absolutely no rhyme or reason to any of it. It doesn't look like they took anything. The cash register is still here. Books are just ripped open, ripped apart. Just anything that would unleash these spirits into this shop. But with 13 successes, you can absolutely do all the damage control that you need to down here. As you take the time to do this, you hear shouting going on upstairs. You hear things breaking upstairs in the actual apartment where you live.
Adelaide, upstairs. We need to.
Adelaide's already headed that way.
Yeah, I was about to say Maria's like, yeah.
And you see Mirabella up here with Minerva, and Minerva is has glowing, fiery red eyes, and she is using what looks like some sort of telekinesis, and everything, all of her like little kitsch stuff, all of her knickknacks and stuff is going flying at Mirabella. Mirabella is trying to use passion, but she's afraid of using too much passion feast while the spirit is still inside of Minerva. She's afraid that it's going to harm her. And you don't see Magdalena anywhere.
Where's Magdalena?
As soon as you say that, Minerva turns around and starts flinging something at you.
While she is flinging stuff at Maria, I'm sneaking around the side to get
Roll me a
close
wits
to
and stealth, see if you beat my roll.
I'm so good at that.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Roll
You
me a
got
dex
this, you got
athletics,
this.
Maria.
Okay. I am so fucking happy that I put dots down.
You know what?
5, 6, 7.
I'm not too hungry. I can. Oh, I get extra. Oh, God.
I will, however, blood surge again. Let me see. Success. I'm shaking.
That's 4 successes.
2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Not enough for either of you. Minerva's going to pelt you both. You're both going to take 3 points of superficial damage. As you get pelted in the head with a bunch of books, teacups, all sorts of random shit at quite a high velocity.
That's fine.
I probably got some shards in the skin too.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. We'll pull them out later. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm like looking at my fucking abilities.
She's going to just go for a full strength and brawl. You don't think this specter is very smart. She's going to lunge at Adelaide for trying to be sneaky around her. And Adelaide, if you roll enough successes to touch her with the Benedante dagger, you can end this fight pretty quickly. Roll me a wits and composure roll. You're muted, honey. That's my favorite catchphrase.
Right, I'm doing math. Wait, okay.
Maria is going to. So, how are you going about this, Adelaide?
Let's see if this works. Adelaide possesses a sword that is very, very rare.
From my boyfriend.
Well,
It is from her boyfriend.
I was going to try to have Maria grapple Minerva, or try to move up to Minerva and grapple her.
The knife is in front of me.
Minerva's already lunging for Adelaide, so let's see
2, 3,
how successful this
4,
is.
5. That is 6 successes.
I rolled 5 successes. Perfect. So as Minerva goes and lunges for you, you touch her. Do you stab her? I'll ask. Do you stab her?
Look, if she's like the knife is in front of me, if she
The problem is if you do try, it might break. It is. These swords are designed to be wielded in the Shadowlands, not in the Skinlands.
So I'm not trying to stab her. I'm trying to just touch her with it.
Mm-hmm. So you could say that you sort of just like slice her as her arm.
I slice her.
And as
I'm not stabbing.
as she does,
the
spirit
stab.
evacuates from Minerva's body, and Minerva sort of falls flat. She's not expecting it,
Oh,
and now
and I
the
catch
specter is right here. You're not going to have time, because now the specter is right here.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to try and possess you, Maria.
I'm wearing the necklace. Does that help?
I know.
Oh, buddy.
It doesn't.
Oh boy.
I told you, it doesn't look like it's very smart.
Oh, it's trying.
Before, when we were all at the house, I made a roll to see how smart this thing was going to be. And I rolled 0 successes on 5 dice.
Okay, that's what that face was. I love interpreting muted Huddy faces where it's just like.
You know what? Thank goodness, because what's the alternative?
So
Just think of the
it rolled an
alternative.
amazing successes to possess you, and it totally would, because I rolled a double crit to possess you, and it tries to. And that spirit's ward obliterates it.
I gotta thank Edgar. Oh my god, I gotta thank Edgar. Mama. And
Minerva sits up, and Marabella is helping her. And she says, "Oh my God, baby, what happened?"
Maurizio.
Yeah, it looks like Maurizio broke in and trashed the whole fucking place. All the fetters are broken. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay now, but the place is a mess. We got to clean all that up before the cops walk by and see and wonder what's going on.
Yeah, where's I'm so sorry. I'm
Magdalena.
really,
Was Magdalena?
where is she?
Oh, she never came home from the family dinner. She was off with one of the Putanesca boys. I don't know which one.
We need to. I'm gonna call her.
You know Magdalena doesn't like to use a phone. I barely like to use a phone, Maria. Don't text me so much. I don't like it. We need to clean up.
Yes.
Before the sun rises, sleep, and then we'll worry about it tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
But you can call Katrin to come home. She can help us clean.
And Maria's just in that moment just going to like hug and squeeze Minerva very tightly. With everything that's happened, I was so scared, Mama. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad I'm okay too. Adelaide, you have a Benedante dagger.
Yes.
Where on earth did you get a fennel sword? Are the Benedante orders still around? I thought the Giovanni wiped them all out.
It's a family heirloom.
Oh, that's wonderful. Definitely hold on to it.
Thank you,
Well,
Adelaide.
You're welcome. I'm going to leave now.
Call Katrin. She can
Maria will.
she can clean during the day a little bit too when it's early before the cops get here.
Yeah.
So Adelaide, you abscond? Are you going?
I'm gonna go meet up with the rest of the coterie. If Maria wants to come meet up with the rest of the coterie too, like Adelaide will pause at the door.
Because 2 people won't be here with us next week. I need to sort of separate them.
Oh,
That's
That's fine.
the purpose of this is.
Never mind.
And also to do plot stuff. I
gotcha.
get to do plot stuff. So, Adelaide, I'm going to say you're probably not, because you had to drive all the way to Koitsburg, probably not going to be able to make it all the way to the Bahari Manor. You can stop at Stiglitz-Zehlendorf, though, to
Okay.
Olivia's home, or you can go to Charlottenburg. You can either go to your home, or you can go back to where you believe Bella will end up. Whichever
I'm
one you
gonna
want to do.
go back to where I believe Bella will end up,
All right.
and I'm going to text. Who was driving? It was Tullio.
Edgar was driving the kids, Tullio was driving Imogen, and Hector.
Okay, in that case, if that's the car Bella's in, I'm gonna text Bella. Please tell Edgar it was Maurizio.
Mhm.
Magdalena is missing with one of the Putinesca boys.
Beatrice says to you, when you go back, please tell Lamar that I'll be okay. But if something has happened, the Rossellinis are my family too, and we just don't talk about it. If something has happened to Magdalena, I'll find out.
Okay.
And she kisses you on the cheek, turns into that bird again, and flies off. So now you get to drive alone back to Stiglitz.
Get to drive in my car, listen to my Turkish rock, crying.
Turkish rock is great. I speak more serious.
No one's ever asked what the music is when they take a car ride with Adelaide. It's fantastic.
I recommend Egyptian rap, personally. Anyway,
Thing?
of course.
Oh,
It's so good.
I gotta check that out.
I love it. So let's move over to the Bahari Manor. Edgar, Tullio, Imogen, Bella, Kenneth, goodness, Tegan, Hector, all of you arrive. It's a lot of people. It's a little bit noisy here in the Bahari Manor. Imogen, I assume you go right in.
Yes, I do.
You see that a lot of your daughters are just sort of milling about. So we have 8. So we have 2 down. Now, the way that it's been set up is so that Osric can escape, right? Even if he tries to. We have 2 downstairs guarding the basement door. No one actually guarding the actual door because he's supposed to contemplate on death and not hear any noise. And you have 2 of your daughters guarding the actual exits to the house. So that's 6. So there's only 2 daughters left. And you believe they must be upstairs with Matilda and Hannah.
Which one was in torpor?
Matilda.
Okay. I go upstairs and hope that everyone sees me. And
Yeah, all of your daughters, of course, bow to you. Does everyone follow Imogen?
Absolutely.
So you all head upstairs. Imogen, they have put her body into your room and laid her down. Hannah is also there. Hannah is missing her hand on her right arm. She's also missing one of her feet. And she's got huge gashes, cuts out of her from the fight with the white. And you do remember, you and Maria went after Hannelore, and Maria became impaired from a single swipe from this white.
yeah. So Imogen will go to the bedside and take Hannah's hand, the one she has.
The one hand?
Her
yeah.
good hand. Yeah.
Who is up here with you? Philippa and Rebecca are up here with you.
Okay. And I'll look up to them and I'll say thank you. And I'll look at Hannah and say, what happened?
Fighting's white. The tide was turning poorly for us, and Mother forced us away with domination. Matilda was already in torpor. She instructed me to take her out, and I dug a hole as best as I could for us to hide in. And we stayed there. I don't know how long we stayed there. I don't know how long it's been.
How long has it been? So I could tell
2
her?
nights.
It's been 2 nights.
I don't think Mother survived. She would be here if she did.
Yes. I have taken her place.
Yes, I was informed. Ahi Hailila too. I thought perhaps someone was strong enough to wake up Matilda. I am not. Our blood is the same. Potency is the same.
Could I, with my blood potency?
You don't have the ability to heighten your blood potency with blood sorcery, do you?
I don't think. No, I don't.
Okay, no. You need 3 blood potency to awaken her.
I don't think I could either.
Hector goes over to her and leans down by her bedside. She's extremely injured, extraordinarily so. She has massive gaping holes in her body.
And just look up at Hector. Can you?
No. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think perhaps Hannah-Laurie was the only one. Or Carla. But they're not with us.
Miss Nod. I need.
She will awaken over time.
But this is a lot of injuries. Quite some time.
I'm not sure how old Kasim is, but he does. When we first met, he asked if he could be in our debt. Each of us individually.
Yes. All
of our routes of contact with Kasim are otherwise engaged. It will take time.
Yes.
But I'm sure if your daughters go looking for him, they will find him.
Hannah, of course, is missing several body parts, I said, and she says, should we go, Mother? Do you send us? I see everyone here. We are under guard. What has happened?
Osric slew Olivia last night.
Then who leads the family?
Ilse Asher.
Is that wise?
That's our only option right now.
She is the strongest of us.
Yes, that's why I ask.
The throne often falls to the mighty.
Oh, I was here during the purge. She's quite formidable, frightening, and sometimes I still think about those nights when it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She is a warrior with honor, and we should be so graced to have honor touch our family again.
I am so sorry, Edgar. I had no idea you had such an intimate relationship with her.
I respect her, that's all.
As we are all forced to, aren't we? I'm sorry. I'm not of the blood. I'm a caitiff. I'm adopted.
I think you're a bit hungry. You might want to work on that.
Yes, you need to eat. Have you healed tonight?
I have. Sorry. It's Hecata business and not mine. I just serve the Dark Mother.
Thank you for saving my grandmother, Hannah.
Nish Sudank. And she leaves.
Before you leave, I need to tell everybody something. I had a vision during the day sleep. I think Lilith showed me. I saw Hannah-Laurie. And I will repeat the conversation to everybody.
So, if you're going to repeat the conversation, I guess I'll translate it into English. Let me just see what the fuck I wrote in German.
I mean, I have the Google Translator. That's how accurate it is.
Yeah, well, we'll see. You can tell me how accurate it is. So, Imogen recounts her vision during the day sleep, which was Hannah-Laurie with a stake through her heart somewhere where there was rotting bodies and bones, skeletons. 2 people speaking in the dark. She never saw their faces. The woman asked, "Can I give grandmother a kiss?" A man replied, "No, Ariana. I know what your kisses look like. When your father returns with Imma, you can ask him what you are allowed to do to your grandmother." Ariana responds, "I want to suck the soul from her lips." And he responds, "Yes, Ariana, I know." That is the vision as Imogen saw it.
Seems that Lucius has gotten his hands on Hannelore. I think I might know where Lucius has been staying.
Where would that be?
Lux. The club that it was Maxim that Olivia bought. I've been thinking about it and poring over it, and I think she was keeping him there to keep him out of the eyes of the public. Olivia hated clubs. She wouldn't buy one otherwise. Unless she had something to hide. I mean, she's been working on it for 6 years and it's still not open. That doesn't seem right.
We need to find Hannelore before.
I think you need to deal with the white. You are the mother of the Bahari now.
Philippa comes over to you, Imogen, and puts her arms around you. "Mother, we need you here. I know Hannah wants revenge, and I know you do too, we all do. But we need to be here now. Watch over Matilda. We need to watch over our charge for the execution."
Yes. All of this will have to happen after.
Do you really believe that Lucius would kill his own mother?
Yes.
I believe something much worse.
Hannelore always told us we had to do our duty first.
She'll compose herself, and we will. All of this after.
Kenneth comes over to you, Tullio, and he says, "So, I apparently have always been a Giovanni. Apparently that's all that's in my veins is Giovanni blood. Never a drop of Dunsern in me. The fuck does it mean?"
It means you inherit a legacy of greatness that others will try to stifle. It also means that you have a legacy of tragedy and terrible deals and murder that you will have to overcome.
Arrogance. Don't forget the arrogance.
Give or take.
Well, I guess I'm all yours. Aren't I lucky?
You're your own man, Kenneth. But I'll be watching you very closely.
Would like to think you'd give me a tip or two before you just send me off, push me out of the nest, as it were.
Make no mistake, you're getting nowhere near the edge of this fucking nest. Especially with the behavior you displayed as a ghoul. I'll be keeping a very close eye on you.
I'm so looking forward to it.
Kenneth.
And it's forever. Ha! Psyched.
Kenneth. Please.
This can be as pleasant or as unpleasant, and as long as you take, Kenneth. It's time to grow up.
I'll be a good little boy, Daddy, don't worry.
Good.
Family forever.
Tullio will grab him by the back of the head and kiss him on the cheek and whisper in his ear. This can be as enjoyable as you like. I need you to not be a little shit.
No promises, Dad.
Edgar will just sit on the edge of the bed beside Hector. He'll just kiss Matilda on the forehead, clear some of the hair out of her face, try and tidy her up a little bit. What's your play, Hector? What are you going to do next?
I am going to do the investigation like we're supposed to. Try and keep everything by the books. Try and not be like them.
Are you like them?
Fuck no.
Then what do you have to worry about?
Because I'm not like them, it's way harder to see them coming.
That's what I'm around for.
As you say that, you start hearing Tegan from just outside the room. She's speaking rapidly and saying, Maureen, speak more clearly. I can't understand you.
Edgar will stand up and leave the room.
Mm-hmm. You see she's speaking to a skull. Blood has been smeared on it. Her blood. And she's, Maureen, please make Jerry stop speaking. You speak to me. I can't understand him. I don't speak English.
Is everything alright?
No. Your mother sounds like she's in distress. And she hands you the skull. Put your blood on it.
You will.
Cross check.
Failure.
Mm-hmm. 3 hunger?
2.
Mm-hmm. So you speak, and you just hear your father's voice say, he's a total nutter, Maureen. I mean, how is this? Or I thought vampires were just did with death. Are you telling me there's a whole bunch of different kinds of you now?
That is what she's saying,
Eddie. Total nutter here in Hamburg.
What are you doing in Hamburg?
And Maureen says, please, Jerry, stop. He can hear us. Edgar, we were detained by the Prince of Hamburg's men. Your ghoul must have made a phone call from some location, an internet cafe that is owned by the prince or one of his compatriots. They found us, brought us to the court of Hamburg. I'm afraid your father is right. He is quite mad. He's a Malkavian. However, he seems to have fallen into this idea of what I used to hear in the London court, the Gehenna nonsense. Those people, he's calling me and Moira and Aelin the maiden, the mother and the crone, and he's talking about the end of times, and it's very concerning. And he won't let us go.
I'll be there.
It's a 3-hour drive.
I know.
I'm very sorry. Edgar, I was just trying to bring your ghoul home to you.
You don't have to apologize, Mom. I'm sorry.
And then you hear Maureen say, my prince, please don't, please. And then the skull stops.
Edgar's gonna open the door. Tullio, Kenneth. We need to leave.
There's no way that you're going to have time tonight. Tomorrow, perhaps, at the crack of sunset. Crack of sunset.
Edgar is also going to call Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited to be drive my car. She just taps the little screen and it comes through the thing. Just had no idea how it works.
The sword my boyfriend gave me and the car my boyfriend gave me.
The car my boyfriend gave me.
The necklace my boyfriend gave me.
I'm so spoiled. Anyway,
We'll see.
she just answers.
What are you doing?
I was on my way back to the house. Are Bella and Kenneth okay?
Yes, but I need you to have someplace for Bella to stay tomorrow while we take a road trip. Midian is keeping Aelin, Maureen, and Moira in Hamburg.
So, there's no way you would really know Prince Midian, but I'll allow it. But Tullio, you should know all the princes. If you would roll me your dots, and since you're overhearing this conversation, if you would roll me your dots you have a merit for Camarilla, right? Roll me your dots in intelligence, your dots in politics, and that extra die for your merit. See how much you know about Prince Midian, if anything.
Well, can I willpower roll?
Of course. Of course.
4 successes.
4 successes. Yes, you know that Prince Midian is a Malkavian. You know that he is quite old. He's been prince for over 1,000 years, uninterrupted as far as you're aware. And you also know that his seat of power is in the Reeperbahn, the red light district of Hamburg, which is infamously famous in Germany. More than that, he's a Malkavian, which is always fun. Remember Breidenstein?
I will pass that along.
What is the exact plan you have?
We're going there to get them and bring them here. Whatever form that takes. I hope the prince will be amiable.
I mean, Bella and Kenneth could stay in the house.
Kenneth is coming with us.
Then there's no way Bella is going to stay behind.
Make her, please. Or I will.
I'll talk with her.
Thank you. I would prefer not to.
Is that everything?
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Are you not coming back to the house?
There's something that I need to get from my apartment, and I was going to stay there.
Didn't you give that to the Azures?
I haven't moved everything out yet. I haven't given them the clear to move in.
Is that wise for you to stay there tonight with how much has been going on?
There's something I need there. Yes. Oh.
Make sure you get rid of that ugly painting. Or at least bring it to the house.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll hang up the phone. And he'll look over to Kenneth. You need to come with us to Hamburg.
Penny after Reeperbahn. Sweet.
Moira's there waiting for you.
What? What?
I don't know why, but my mother brought her with them.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
There's my boy.
Guess I won't be enjoying the Reeperbahn after all.
A kept man shouldn't be seen there anyway.
Whatever. So, Imogen, you are duty bound to guard your daughters and guard your charge.
Yes.
Deal with wherever your mother is. If she's even still here, who knows when that vision would have taken place. If it's something that happened in the past or if something that's going to happen in the future, you have no way of knowing. Maria has a ruined business. a missing aunt, and just a lot of cleaning in her future. And also a girlfriend who is nonverbal and pretty upset right now. So Maria's going to be having a good big thumbs up for her night. And Edgar is dragging his brother and his cousin for a road trip to Hamburg to meet a Malkavian prince to rescue his mother and his wife. And that is where we are going to end. Bring the plague for this evening. Thank you, everyone.